This video is for those that do understand the truth about 1948. And having said that, yes, you do understand there will be a second Exodus. The question is, how much do you know about that second Exodus? But the woman was given 2 wings of a great eagle, that she might fly into the wilderness to her place, where she is nourished for a time and a times and a half time, that'd be 3.5 years, from the presence of the serpent. Revelation 12:14. Symbolism: the 2 wings indicate complete and effective flight, suggesting a divine supernatural rescue rather than mundane escape. And yes, we get to choose whether or not we want to stay in Babylon and take the mark, or whether or not we want to go with God, okay? Because remember it says, like the 10 virgins, that there's a call from the bridegroom. Well, that's part of what's going on here. It's a call from the bridegroom for the second Exodus. And just like the first one, there'll be many that will go, but God says he will remove the rebels and they will not be able to go into the land. Who are the rebels? Just like the ones before, that don't listen to God and agree with what his word says, that we can go in, is given to us, and there we will have a place of safety. But of the 12 spies, 10 of them come back and says we look like grasshoppers in front of the giants. So they gave a report against what God said, and they were not allowed to go into the promised land of safety. So likewise, in these end days, we can either agree with the false church in the world, all right, and become victims, or we can choose to believe what he says, that he will take us over to our promised land. Messiah told us that we would do greater works than even John the Baptist. You know, and the prophets and the apostles, they talked about the time that we're in, okay? The time before our Messiah returns. And those great exploits, remember the number 11 I talked about in one of the other videos? His body in the earth is going to do great exploits. Why? Because we're going to follow what the head of the body, Christ sitting at his right hand of the Father, tells us to do. And he's calling us out. What? First, he's trying to open our ears and our minds so that we can heed that call when it presents itself. If you want to know more about this,